Thank you for tuning in. You're most welcome to the Nile Cast on West Nile Television, where we give you the daily news bulletins of the day, every day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. My name's Okumaringa Christine. Before we dive into any of the stories this evening, let's have more on what's happening in the headlines. In the headlines tonight, West Nile RDCs and RCC sensitization concludes successfully. Ara District Local Government renew their partnership with UNICEF. And Ubuntu Giants crowned champions of the West Nile Elite League qualifiers. This and more in the Nile Cast News Bulletin. It's the 25th of May 2024. You're most welcome to the Nile Cast on West Nile Television. Now let us dive into some of the stories of the evening. The 3-day sensitization of the resident city commissioners and resident district commissioners across the West Nile region finally climaxed successfully on the 24th of May 2024 in Ara City. Benson Pastore reports.
The 3-day sensitization of resident city commissioner and the resident district commissioners across Western region final climaxes 24th of May 2024 in Arua City. This activity commenced on Wednesday, 22nd of May 2024 in Arua City, in which so many resident district commissioners from the various districts across the region turned up for the dialogue, including the resident city commissioner for Arua City. Honorable Daudi Mugireko, former minister, says the RCC and the RDCs of the various districts in the region should strategize on how to build peace and security and be neat in their work, and also have to relate with the media in order to register success in their work.
So we are trying to look at the peace and security in the area locally, but also taking into account the fact that the area has been host to refugees from Southern Sudan and from Congo DRC. So if you really want to reach out to people, target those meetings and the word will spread. You can't register success if nobody is hearing anything about you. The only way people can be able to hear something about the programs of the RDCs and RCCs if they take advantage of the media people in their area.
Dan Sekibubo, Senior Presidential Advisor Research, thanked everyone for the turn-up for the dialogue, also highlighted about the issue of security and says we should work upon the challenges that we are pointed out.
I appreciate your attitude in this workshop. Ladies and gentlemen, this regional workshop was intended to address mainly two objectives. Namely, one, to refresh you with knowledge and skills in your functions, and to learn about the factors that are influencing your performance and relationships in your respective areas of operation. The office has achieved both of these objectives, and we are particularly thankful to you for your frank expression of the situation in the sub-region which need the attention of the center. We particularly take note of the specific challenges which we have pointed out in the workshop, which fall in the broad areas of borderline security issues, land-related matters, refugee challenges, issues of drug and substance abuse.
Obedi Gatred, Supervisor for RDCs and RCC for Eastern Region, emphasizes on the issue of parents leaving their children unbothered to the extent that they get infected with HIV/AIDS.
HIV among children is increasing simply because the issue of parents leaving children to move on their own. Children, especially the girls, I am very sure a girl child will sleep with an elderly man, again come and sleep with a young boy, and there the HIV/AIDS moves because you don't know where this married man is coming from, whether he is infected or not infected. So if a young girl who is now found in that trading center first went and slept with the old man, what do you expect?
Atimu Grace, The RDC of Zombo district says the security in Zombo has greatly improved because of the brilliant job done by UPDF soldiers, and also highlights the public about the status of HIV/AIDS in the district.
Let me take this opportunity to thank the UPDF. And in Zombo district, we have two powerful battalions, the 5-7 battalion and 5-9 battalion. They have done a great job in securing our borders. These days, as far as security is concerned, the problems that we are getting across the border are mainly connected to trade. There are numerous markets. Every day there is a market in Zombo, and the people who come to Zombo come from Arua, from Gulu, from Lira to buy these things. And some of them are now middle people. They come and stay around, and when they stay around, you don't know what they do at night. What we are going to do, first of all, we are going to use the media. We are going to devote more time on the media to sensitize our people and let them know that AIDS is still there, and the government has put it that by 2030 there should not be any death related to HIV/AIDS.
Tatuaba Lilian, AIDS Commissioner for Special Programs, highlights the public about the status of prevailing HIV/AIDS and how to calm the matter together with security agencies, since the platform was given that opportunity to address the matter to some extent.
We have been here to join the RDCs, the RCs, their deputies and the security team to disseminate the HIV and AIDS messages. As leaders, we are committed to ensure that the security teams, the structures of the RDCs and RCCs are utilized to mobilize the communities and disseminate HIV messages. The HIV prevalence in this region is still high, though it is not as high as compared to other regions, but still it's unacceptably high.
Peace and security is always very key for the well-being of people in every part of the world, and West Nile region at large should therefore embrace it for the well-being of the West Nilers. Oraku Benson Pastore, Farsi Majid, West Nile Television, Nile Cast.
Arua District Local Government has renewed their partnership with the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund during a courtesy call visit by the country director to the Arua District Local Government LC5 Chairman's office in order to perform a working relationship to support the different sectors concerning children in the district. Take a look. Arua District Local Government leadership, together with UNICEF, has renewed their partnership that was since severed because of lack of proper accountability and corruption allegations from the previous government. This was revealed during a courtesy call visit by the representatives of the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, led by the country director, to the Arua District Local Government LC5 Chairman's office in order to build a relationship that will enable them to work together to support different sectors and provision of quality services for children, women, and people in Arua District. Munir Asafildin, the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund country director, emphasized the clear commitment of the respecting and fulfilling the right of every child, zero tolerance to corruption, and the clear commitment to change the socio-economic indicators for Arua City and its people.
Our partnership with Arua, as I said, has been there for many, many years. We are supporting different sectors and the provision of quality services through the district authorities for the children, the women, and the people of Arua. We are supporting the regional hospital, which is serving people beyond Arua. We are supporting many schools, we are supporting many health facilities, and we are supporting the teams that are providing social protection for children and other vulnerable people. So now we are moving closer to Arua, and we are moving closer to the people of Arua, and we hope that our partnership will continue and will be strengthened. So we are so much delighted that we have here clear commitment, including commitment for respecting, fulfilling the right of every child, and clear commitment for zero tolerance for corruption, clear commitment to change the socio-economic indicators for Arua district and its people.
Five Chairman Honorable Alfredo Konzi has pledged to work together with UNICEF for the development of the children in the district.
Me as chairman, when I came in, UNICEF was before financing activities in Arua district, child protection related activities in Arua district, in education sector, in water sector, in health, and in community services. Was financing, was supporting, even supporting immunization activities. But because of, our people's behaviors of not accounting for the resources given, this partnership was cancelled, was blocked. In the year 2019, it ended. What I did was to make sure that our technical officers, headed by chief administrative officers, must account for these resources. And I kept in touch with the UNICEF country office and making sure they provided feedback to me if these resources have been accounted for. They will constantly be telling me, Chairman, this one has not been accounted for. Can you imagine these are resources in 2018, 2019, 2017, years back before I came into the office. So you can see that spirited fight that we placed as a council to make sure that those resources were counted. We are working, me and you, we are working because of children that we have. So what essence does it hold if the children we are working for are not real children but something similar to children who are not immunized? The infant mortality rate is at 54.9% in West Nile region, while at the national level, the average is 36. West Nile infant mortality rate is 54.9. It is leading in the whole country. And therefore, the children we are producing, when we see our women pregnant, this will not be a reason for us to celebrate, because the likelihood, the chances of giving birth are 50-50. And that is the reason why I have been working round the clock to make sure that I restart this relationship with UNICEF. Today I am the happiest.
The Arua District Local Government renewed their partnership with the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund in order to promote projects that will help combat child poverty and improve on maternal, neonatal, child and adolescent health care. Okumaringa Christine for West Nile Television, Nile Cast.
Welcome back. My name is Oraku Benson Pastore. We are already into that segment of what is making headlines in sports. I can confirm to you so many things continues to happen in the world of sports. Let's start it with the stories that are happening within the region of West Nile. I can confirm to you there was LIT League qualifiers in West Nile region, and it has gone into the hands of Ubuntu Soccer Club that comes from Adjumani after beating Swedes 2-0 in the women LIT League qualifiers, and they already through to the playoffs. Let's take a look at the story being reported by Farsi Majid.
Ubuntu Giants Soccer Club from Adjumani District won 24th of May 2024 crown champions West Nile Region Women Elite League qualifiers after beating Swed the side from Arua City 2-0 in the final game in Arua City. Ubuntu emerged champions in the 3 days gala competitions, which started on 22nd of May 2024 at Arua Core PTC grounds, where 5 teams competed to represent the region at the playoffs slated at a yet to be identified date. Among the teams that participated in the games include Sweds, Queens of West Nile, Moyo Stars, Paida, and the winners Ubuntu Giants. Chandero Zubeda, the team captain of Ubuntu Giants, is excited as she hopes to put better performances at the next level.
And I'm so excited, I'm very happy because these teams we have been playing with, they're not easy teams, and we got some experience from them. Though some of them remaining, they didn't win any games, but they're also good teams. Another thing, me as the captain of Ubuntu, I promise, as we have qualified for Elite, we are going to make it, and we are going to make our region to be very high, because we are the champions.
Aikoro Flavia, the team captain of Sweden who lost at the finals, appeals to fellow ladies in the region to embrace the game of football.
We still have a long way to go. There are so many things like in women football, we have the chances to go out when you have the skills. So like the ones who are out there, what I can tell them is let them to ask their parents, like they should send them to like play like us.
Meanwhile, Apang Rashid, the DFL chairperson of Arua City, appreciates all the stakeholders for making the event a success.
I think Women's League has taken some time. It has not been played, but I think I want to thank the region to take a bold step for this game to be organized this year. I want to thank all the teams that have managed to make it for this tournament, because without you, the tournament will not be successful. Otherwise, in the first day, we were worried whether the tournament will have gone through. But at last, the 5 teams made it, because there were supposed to be around 17 that I was reported. They will be coming here, but only 5 teams made it. So I want to thank the team managers for successfully bringing their teams here.
Faiza Faida from Buntu Soccer Club took the Most Valuable Player Award, as the team now awaits the winners from the region in the playoffs to gain promotion to represent the region at the Women Elite League. Farish Majid, Oraku Benson Pastore, West Nile TV, Nile Cast Sports.
Meanwhile, in international sports, it's a crazy moment for the team of Manchester United after lifting FA Cup, beating their neighbours Manchester City by 2-1 in the final of FA Cup being played today in the evening. That means Manchester United, of course, have already earned slot in next season's European competition, that's UEFA Europa League. That one brings us to the end of today's edition of Nile Cast Sports News, and it has been me, Benson Pastore. Let's link up again on Monday, as I will still be the one to bring you what continues to happen in the world of sports.